You motherfucking tube. Yo, just wanted to make this quick ass vid talking about my favorite YouTube boxing channels. You know what I mean? Like, I've been doing this for a little while now. I don't know, probably like since like 10, maybe the beginning of 11. You know, I don't make a whole lot of videos. I don't call myself a boxing expert, aficionado. You know, I'm just a fan, an average boxing fan. I love boxing. I love the strategy that goes into boxing. I'm not the most educated boxing guy. You know, I never tell you that. I never say no shit like that. You know. But what I can tell you is, what I can say is, I enjoy and I respect the opinions of the YouTubers that I've subscribed to more so than Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, Brian Kenny, Jim Lampley, Larry Merchant, Max Kellerman, Roy Jones, George Foreman, MaxBoxing.com, and anybody who writes any articles at Fight Hype, Eastside Boxing, any of these motherfuckers. I respect the YouTube boxing community a lot more than those motherfuckers. A lot more. I gotta be honest, a lot more. So I'm gonna go down my list of favorite channels. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I can honestly say when I first started, one of the first channels, the very first channel I think that I came across, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been a boxing fan since I was 8, 9 years old. But the first boxing channel that I think I actually came across was Carcino's, you know? You know, Carcino got an okay channel to me, you know what I'm saying? I still watch some of his videos. But I think that his channel was way overly biased. You know what I'm saying? Way overly biased. If you're not getting paid by Mayweather, he should be. Mayweather should throw that nigga a couple dollars. You know? I don't, you know. But that's his prerogative. You know? I don't knock him for that. But I ain't gonna up him for it. But literally, he was one of the first channels I ever came across. But the channel that changed me, or to inspire me to start doing videos, was this dude, Blood Boxing. This dude now, and it's crazy, you know? And I was just listening to another channel, you know what I'm saying? We can get into that in a minute. But, like, a few years from now, we're going to have legends of the YouTube boxing community. And Blood, he gonna be up there somewhere, you know? He gonna be up there somewhere, because, you know, I hear a lot of people mention Blood. You know, Blood, you know, he has a good channel, you know? And it's not because I agree with everything he said. Hell, a lot of times I disagree with the hell he's saying. But I watch all of his videos, you know, because even with what he's saying, the one thing I can always respect, that is strictly boxing. You know, it's not some old biased ass opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's basically speaking on what a motherfucker does in the ring or what he doesn't do in the ring. You know? Another dude channel that I really respect, 78 Fight News. You know what I'm saying? And it goes, you know, 78 Fight News 360 or 365, and however, whatever way it go, but you know what I'm saying? 78 is the dude that I follow too, you know. But I'm gonna go down my list of top channels, you know. A lot of other channels have introduced me. A lot of channels have introduced me to other channels, you know. But I'm gonna start down number 10. This dude Ego. I don't know where he's from. I just recently came across his channel. He does a lot of boxing videos, but he does some music videos and some other types of videos and other things there. But I've grown to enjoy even the music videos that he's done. You know, good work. You know, I've shot and edited a couple of music videos myself, and I know how hard it is. You know, I know how difficult and how patient you have to be able to do that. Ego. Ego is something, I don't know what it is, but this dude Ego, you know, he has a nice channel, you know, nice channel. Check him out. Another dude's channel that I just came across, I want to say EJ King, something like that, something in that realm, you know. Nice channel though, you know. He does a lot of boxing videos, a lot of insight. I can't remember if it was him or Ego, but they started doing different segments about different boxers. Like just this morning, I was watching one about the best chins in boxing, you know, and it was, you know, a good video. You know what I mean? I respect that, giving his insight on his opinion on certain things in boxing. Nice channel, like that dude. One of my early channels that I started listening to right after like Blood in '78. This dude, and he ain't made a video in a while. He just, you know what I mean? He made a video recently, but he hadn't made a video in a while. But he's still one of my favorite channels. OTR, the dude Outside the Ropes. Outside the Ropes. It's one of my favorite channels, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and the craziest thing, and the reason why these dudes are some of my favorite channels, and I know that a lot of you can agree with me on this. When you sit and listen to these dudes for so long and so much, you almost feel like you know these guys. You feel like you know these cats. Like, y'all dudes can come cross paths, you know what I'm saying, slap back, and go hang out or something. You know what I'm saying? Go break some bread, you know? OTR, Outside the Ropes, is definitely one of them guys that I feel like if I was ever in California and you know, I was on that side, that if I seen him, I recognize him, of course. You know what I mean? And I think that I can sit down and chill with that dude. Another channel that I like. He's one of the most liberal channels that I've ever watched. Slideways 100, and he hasn't made a video in a while. Hopefully he's training for a fight, because he did state on a couple of his videos that he is a professional fighter. You know what I'm saying? I would love to turn it on Fox Sports Net or ESPN and be like, damn, that nigga look familiar. What's his name? That nigga, oh shit, that's that nigga Slideways. I would love to see that. You know, like I say, you know, all I know him as is Slideways 100. I don't know what his real name is, whatnot, but I definitely would recognize him if I seen him out in the street. Very liberal, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't, the one thing that I know about him, he doesn't show a lot of bias for one fighter or another, you know? He ain't wrapped up in the black and white shit, you know what I'm saying? The Floyd Pacquiao bullshit, none of that. Very respectable channel. Love his channel. Another dude. And it's funny because I remember when I first started getting into rap music. One of the first guys I started listening to, you know, I know some folks gonna laugh at me and shit, but my two favorite rappers in the whole world is Redman and Method Man. And those two were the first two guys that I really started listening to way back in the day. Way before they ever did an album together. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to Method Man before his first album came out off of the Wu-Tang shit. I was listening to Redman, you know what I mean, off of what the album? Time for some action. Some of y'all know about it, some of y'all don't. But those are some of my favorite rappers. And for some reason, this dude here puts me in that mindset of going way back to that shit. This nigga Vids 06, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because I don't know if it was a video that he did or a comment that I read that said that he was only 24 years old. I'm like, damn, this little young ass motherfucker, you know? But the dude speaks in such a way that I want to listen, you know? And I don't necessarily agree with everything he says, just like with all the channels. But it's in such a way that it's boxing, it's strictly boxing. I don't think that his emotion gets wrapped up in the shit that he's saying. But how he perceives logic to be, he makes his videos based on that, not about his emotional tie to a person, a particular, you know what I mean, particular boxer. And very, very, very good channel. Another channel that I fucking like listening to. I don't know what happened to this cat. He was, you know, he was doing his thing. And he started getting into a bunch of shit, riffraff and beef with a bunch of other motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? He got into his dude name. I don't know, I ain't gonna even get into all that shit, because for some reason it seemed like he was beefing with everybody. And I didn't understand why he was beefing with everybody. But I don't know if he's still around making vids or what. You know what I'm saying? If he got a new channel. But when I met it, or when I discovered him, he was boxing wasp. You know what I mean? He used to make good vids, good chants. You know, and a lot of his stuff was extreme as far as his emotional tie goes. Like, he was, you know what I'm saying, like, fuck the white people, pro-black all the way. I can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to agree with it, but I can't be mad at it. I can't diss the dude for that. You know what I'm saying? And I know that shit was happening and people was flagging and shit and all that. You know what I'm saying? He had to start making different channels. You know what I'm saying? I caught him, you know what I'm saying? It was Boxing Wasp 1 and 2, and then it was Killer Wasp. And I don't know if he got a new channel or not. I haven't discovered it yet. But I did enjoy not only his boxing videos, his videos on the consciousness of black people in America. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he probably not subbed to mine. I don't know if he is or not. If you're watching this video, hit me up in the inbox. Let me know what's your new channel, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I can check you out. But this dude Boxing Wasp was definitely one of my favorite videos, because my favorite channels. And I didn't necessarily agree with all the beef and shit that he was getting into on YouTube, but there was a lot of times that I could understand what he was saying and the message that he was trying to get across, even when other people couldn't. You know, I'm gonna dwell into this shit real quick. I remember there was this argument about Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad and the whole girls and the underage girls, or whatever the case may be, thing shit was. And Wasp's point was, like, you know what I'm saying, like, sacrificing for the greater good, not only for your people immediately, but for generations down the line. And if you ain't willing to sacrifice for all of the motherfuckers you know right now, and the motherfuckers that you might bring into this world and their lives years after you've gone, then that's some selfish ass shit. That's selfish as fuck. You know, I got a gentleman, one of the guys that I work with, you know what I'm saying? White guy. He white as fuck, but he cool, he straight down the pipe, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit here and be like, nah, he don't have no racist bone in his body, no shit like that. But when me and him talk about shit, it's very practical thinking. Like, in order for shit to be right for everybody, it's not gonna be right now. You know what I'm saying? We have to prepare for shit to be right for generations way after the fuck we gone. And a lot of times we don't even consider that. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Why should it matter? I ain't gonna be here anyway. And that's how we think. And that's some selfish ass thinking. And with the whole Malcolm X thing that Boxing Watson, BK Warrior, and a whole bunch of other people was going through, was really some selfish ass shit. You know what I'm saying? If you can't sacrifice yourself for not only everybody who's living in the time that you're living in right now, and generations, not just your kids, but your kids' kids and their kids too, that's some selfish ass shit. I know. We all gonna have to endure some shit. You know what I'm saying? And certain things people just automatically assume that, oh, that shit don't matter. But what's a sacrifice? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is a sacrifice then? What the fuck do you sacrifice? If I put up $100 for a fucking party and shit, is that a sacrifice? No, I'm trying to get a profit. Nigga, that's called a gamble. It's not a sacrifice. Sometimes we have to sacrifice shit for the greater good of shit that we will never even see. You know what I mean? But if we'll never, especially us as black folks, if we're never ever willing to do that shit, we'll never, ever, ever get ahead of the oppression that we've seen for generations. You know what I'm saying? We'll never get ahead of the oppression that we've seen and learned about and been taught about. If we're not willing to sacrifice some things, fucking we'll never get ahead. You know what I mean? But whilst, you know what I'm saying, whatever you is, wherever you at, nigga, holla at your boy. Now, some of my motherfucking top channels, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I've already discussed, you already know this nigga 78. 78, I'm assuming that was the year the nigga was born. So I'm gonna give the nigga 34 years, right? 34 years old. I just turned 33, so you know what I mean? Like, that's probably why I have that type of connection with the dude, cause you know what I'm saying, we grew up in the same time, same era and shit. We seen the same shit probably. You know what I mean? 78, one of my fucking favorite channels, and I've expressed this shit to this dude plenty of times. I hit a low in boxing where I almost was like, fuck this shit, it's some bullshit. Let me forget about it. But he was one of the guys, one of the channels that kept me watching boxing. That kept me, like, it kept me from completely letting go of that shit. His channel was one of the channels that just kept me from completely giving up on boxing. You know what I mean? And, you know, I've watched some other videos of his discussing other topics. But as far as boxing goes, he's one of the guys, I swear, if it wasn't for fucking 78, I probably wouldn't be watching boxing right now. And, of course, his road dog, his partner in crime and shit, you know what I'm saying? These niggas like Red and Meth to me now. That nigga blood boxing. I remember the first video I seen of his. It was a video talking about Bob Arum. And this dude was going in. Talking about Bob Arum. Just going hard. Just going in on Bob Arum. And he had me laughing so hard that I don't know if I gave a fuck about the boxing shit he was talking about or the fact that this motherfucker just had me laughing so hard. Damn, he had me cracking the fuck up. Ah, boy. That was some funny ass shit. But the fact of the matter is, this was one of the first videos that I ever heard somebody just speaking so raw on YouTube, period. You know what I'm saying? I had heard of YouTube and I had watched a couple of videos. And, oh shit, this dude fell off a building, blah, 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 shit on YouTube, type shit. But I wasn't aware that motherfuckers, anybody could make a video, you know what I'm saying? So when I came across it, I'm like, dog, this dude is like really on some at the barbershop type talk on YouTube. I can Google, I could type this nigga's name in and just watch this dude's video. And you know, that was like a life changer for me as far as being a boxing fan. That was the shit. You know what I mean? Cracked me the fuck. It was comedy and boxing talk all wrapped up in one. You know what I'm saying? Tell you another dude. Now, this dude, and the reason that I say this guy and why I got him so high, because he brings something a little different besides just boxing. You know what I'm saying? He's funny as fuck. Even funnier than Blood. This motherfucker, Gambino. Man, this motherfucker is hilarious, dog. I don't know if y'all know. This motherfucker Gambino. I know a lot of y'all know his channel, whatever. Tall, light-skinned motherfucker. And I don't know where he lives, but the motherfucker's hilarious, dog. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to watch one of his boxing videos, because he's almost guaranteed to say some shit that's gonna make me laugh talking about somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like Shane Mosley, and they was talking about a nigga was getting his head bop. Man, had me fucking rolling. But I must say, it's not the longest tenured channel, not the dude I've been watching the longest, but he's definitely my fucking favorite channel on YouTube right now. I know some of y'all gonna be like, but a lot of y'all know this cat, and a lot of people that I just mentioned fucks with him too. And some folks probably gonna say some bullshit. Oh man, he makes so many videos and they be so long and blah blah blah, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Worried about that shit, you know what I'm saying? I plug in my headphones into my fucking iPod and I listen to most of y'all videos when I'm cleaning up, washing dishes, washing clothes and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? It does something for me. But my favorite channel right now, Boxing Beats and Rhymes. I love this guy's channel. He is like, and it ain't even because I agree with everything he says. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because he's the most articulate or most, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that there's one point that I can say, yeah, you know what I'm saying, this motherfucker make cold beats, or he always say the truth, or, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no such thing as the truth always when it comes to opinion. But he'll dig into subjects, you know what I'm saying, at the surface, and he'll get past the first layer, and dig past that layer, and then dig past that layer, and then dig past that layer, and talk about that shit, you know what I'm saying? And when I listen to his shit, I feel like I'm having a discussion with him, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm listening to him, sometimes my thought will be, why the fuck you, and why I'm thinking that as a question to him, almost like I'm getting ready to type it as a comment question, he'll address that shit like he's already thought about, well, what the fuck people gonna ask me or say when I say this, you know what I'm saying? Boxing Beats and Rhymes, one of my favorite, that's my favorite channel, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my favorite channel, you know what I'm saying, with his British ass accent and all, you know. It's my favorite channel. Now, don't get it twisted. Not the only channel, you know what I'm saying? There's other dudes that I fucking I'm mad at because they ain't been making videos. Fucking pull counters, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker somewhere out in California, I suppose, if I can remember correctly. And when I first, you know what I'm saying, when I first got on here, he's one of the dudes that I discovered. And probably just like me, you know what I mean, as far as making videos, just fell off all of a sudden. But very intelligent guy, very intellectual guy, you know what I'm saying? And he'd probably be one or two on my list, but he just fucking stopped making videos and shit until recently with this Ray Robinson Floyd Mayweather shit, you know what I'm saying, which I really didn't quite give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying? Out of Control Troll, you know what I'm saying? He used to make some good videos. Burt Marks make some good ass videos, you know what I'm saying? I used to like listen to that dude. Rick Ross, and y'all, everybody who fucking watches my videos and knows this shit. Rick Ross started one of the most important videos series that ever started. This motherfucker started a series called Real Talk. And when he dropped his first Real Talk video, I think that shit touched everybody who heard that shit. I think that if that video had 40 views, 40 other people made a Real Talk video. I'm sure of it. He sparked one of the most important videos series probably in the history of YouTube. I remember watching a whole lot of Real Talk videos, but I never forgot the dude who started it. Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying? Rick Ross started that shit, you know? And it's probably well overdue for another Real Talk video series, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, Rick Ross started that shit, you know what I'm saying? I definitely had, man, and a whole bunch of other people, but Rick started that. Oh my God. Whew. Man, I watched a lot of videos that like touched my soul, bro. You know, I mean, of course, you know what I'm saying, his video, he's a boxer, and his video started out talking about boxing, but in the Real Talk series, untouchable, you know? Shoot, who am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing some. Oh, shit. Oh, damn, I can't forget about my motherfucking dog. CB26, man, this fucking dog. That nigga CB26, dog. Oh, man. Shit. Man, I swear. I don't know where he lives. It's Texas or Florida or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I always watch this dude videos. Him and his fucking Green Bay Packers. And, you know what I mean? That's one of the, I swear, for some reason, this dude is one of them guys, for me at least, when he makes a video, he make me feel like we sitting at a table or at his crib, sitting on a couch with a brew and a blunt, talking to each other. I don't know why, but this motherfucker C Bizzle makes me feel like, he just made me feel like I'm sitting there watching. Like, when I'm watching him, I feel like we having a discussion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting there with his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's definitely a dude that I can go hang out with, you know? I respect shit that he says. You know what I'm saying? Like, all channels. I don't agree with everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's the good part about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gotta agree on everything. And I think that we agree on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, yeah, I can't forget my dude C Bizzle. C Bizzle was my boy, you know. Shit. I'm sure I'm missing some other ones right now. But I just want to say props, big ups to all you YouTube channels. Some dude, I think it was OCC, Out of Control Troll. This dude actually wrote like he fucking composed a song talking about his favorite YouTube channel. You know, I mean, like beat, lyrics, and all. Put that shit together. You know what I'm saying? And y'all might not give a fuck about it, but I ain't gonna lie, that shit made me feel good to hear my name in that shit. Like, you know, I mean, it's a lateral admiration. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, I'm sure that, you know what I'm saying, he's a rapper, so he would be elated to hear a dude, you know, like Jay-Z or Lil Wayne or some shit be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, dude, Out of Control Troll, that nigga's the shit. You know what I'm saying? But the YouTube boxing community doesn't have that extra long level. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I guess everybody's kind of equal on a level playing field and shit. You know, I'm gonna tell you a couple other channels that's kind of growing on my list, but I just recently discovered these dudes. Tyreek, and another dude, Dante 562 or 652. Can't remember exactly, you know what I'm saying? But Dante has a very excellent channel. He got some shit. It's called a Williams production or something. You know, he makes excellent videos. Excellent videos. 6 months from now, Dante might be my favorite channel. You know what I'm saying? He actually does excellent fucking videos. You know, and Tyreek, like a lot of other channels, remind me of myself. You know what I'm saying? He just seemed like a dude I sit and drink a brew with, watch a fight, talk about that shit, agree or disagree. You know what I'm saying? Peace out, bro. You know? He's just has a fucking down-to-earth, regular-ass motherfucking channel. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. You know, I respect that shit. You know? I don't get on here for subscribers or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch a lot of people's videos and I respect their opinions about what they're saying. And if I feel that way about them guys, I think that some of them may feel the same way about me. And that's why I make videos. So, I ain't trying to earn nobody else no subscribers, none of that shit. I don't really give a fuck about that. But these are the guys that I watch, respect, and what keeps me being a boxing fan.